Hey guys, I woke up and I got like this curl going on. How are you guys? Good. This is awesome. Wonder if I just do it. Oh my gosh, if I do flat iron it, it'll probably totally feather back. Oh my gosh, I totally look like I have horns. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing amazing. We're here to do a reading with yours truly. Okay. So let's do this. Ner. Ner, ner. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today is my brother's birthday. Last week was my stepdad's, and I fucking love Librans. And if my hair is what it is what it is. Plus, you should be focusing on yourself. Just totally kidding. I hope you all are doing amazing. If you are new, welcome, 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 welcome. We are here to read some tarot. So, we're going to be doing a reading for my Scorpio risings. This is going to be a reading for my Scorpio risings. So let's connect right now, divine, with my Scorpio risings. I will say I do have a couple Scorpio moons, and you all know that at the end of the day, Scorpio moons are Scorpios. Because your moon is your soul. I am starting to connect and kind of feel like yeah, exactly. I am starting to connect and feel as though our rising has a lot to do with our past life, and that's why we have a lot of those skills. And or it could potentially be a little bit of a trigger. This is actually kind of like an epiphany. Is that the right word to find? They're like, just move on. I don't even know if I should have been sharing that epiphany, because then I'm going to have to go into a lot more detail. And the divine's like, yeah. So, yeah, wow. Some of you are definitely, holy fuck, dealing with a Virgo. Wow. So intensely. The energy is like, okay, we literally, first cards out, we have the Magician and we have the Hermit. So either someone's stirring shit up and trying to create something, or someone's going within to desire and decide what they want. I am seeing potential celebration in the past regarding potentially someone sending a message, or someone sends a message and it makes one think about the past. Some of you could be Virgos and you're applying for new positions. If this is the case, I don't know if you have air in your chart. I don't know. Someone's no longer celebrating with someone. I don't think anyone cares, because it looks like it's like the Mexican standoff where everyone has their back towards each other. So I don't understand. So we're just going to leave it at a standoff and put it away. If you can't be decisive, it's not my job to decide for you. So, and this could be for anyone. This even could be for the person you're dealing with. Then in that case, it's not your problem to decide. It's their problem to decide, and you shouldn't be waiting around for anyone. Period. I am seeing that someone could and or did get a positive message and or potentially made a blind choice on just sending a message. Okay? What's this energy of this message coming in? I'm not really a huge fan of this energy, and I'm trying to identify who specifically it is that I'm not liking the energy. Thank you. Yeah, there's why the moon reverse, the Eight of Cups reverse. So someone was tricky, switchy. What does that mean? Someone couldn't decide between lovers, so they withheld their passion. Let's just say they're gonna say this. I withheld my. They won't say this, but what they will tell you will basically be probably meaning this. I withheld my passion for you because I had to complete things, or I held my passion for you and or from you because I had to work on me. Well, great. Were you by yourself? Because if this person was with someone and they're coming back, how can they work on themselves when they're with someone? They're leaving someone because it's toxic. Therefore, they're leaving toxic. Therefore, you guys aren't even on the same pecking order anymore. They want to celebrate, they no longer want to celebrate over the past hurt. Be really, 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 really wary this week on who you tell anything to. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because you will always have. I mean, for the people that are truly light workers, Spirit has your back, but for those that are tricky and celebrate on other people's downfalls, let's just say, and or are so dramatically exuberant that they create dramas, do what you do. I am going to say there is potentially someone that is going to have a wish for a new start regarding something. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, etc., etc. Make your choice based on that. If you do not trust the person, period, I do not. Stop trying to validate yourself when you already have a feeling in your gut of how you feel. So if you don't trust this person because you've heard just one thing, and or you just don't trust them because you don't trust them because they've shown you who they are, and they come back a month later trying to be like, oh, I wanted you to cool down, or oh, I need to, do not trust them. They are who they showed you that they are. Or trust them, but just do not be surprised when they turn out to be who they showed you that they were. They could be coming back because they feel as though there's something to do with, they're not as jealous. They feel like they have something over you or on you. It's kind of like, it's a power trip. So it's like, I'll just leave a super fucking broad example. It would be like, let's just say, since I left my job, someone reaching back out to me to communicate. You know what I mean? After they could have. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of choice that you're going to be making. Like, do you want to talk to the person? Do you not want to talk? It's really just like that. Okay? The person might be coming in, letting you know that they want a new beginning, new way of thinking, new start. Maybe you're just a passionate person in their life. This person could have Virgo in their chart. You do what you want. You guys know what I feel about Virgos. There is a couple Virgos that I absolutely love, and those are the ones that are fucking crazy, fun, surfer fucking weirdos, that are pretty much walk it like they fucking talk it. If anything, they'd probably be more, they'd bully, not bully, but it's just like, if you're not going to walk it like you talk it, we're going to make fun of you. I like that personally. That's kind of my vibe, because then you always find out who someone is authentically. There's many other Virgos who are just Virgos, and those I could live every day for the rest of my life without. It does look like someone was dealing with potentially a greedy situation regarding finances, and or someone feels like they cannot trust someone. There's a lot of trust issues. Why is there so many trust issues, Divine? No, Divine, I would like your personal opinion, not their unsolicited opinion. So someone's burnt down all their resources. They ghosted in the past because they hang out with foxes. So they're always having to protect themselves, from their friends, and from the people around them. They never have enough energy to really give to anyone because they give their energy to literally everyone. Holy fuck, this lighting makes it look super orange, which is not bad, but it's just weird. Okay. It does look like someone does see you as very successful. The thing that worries me is this person looks like they're literally someone that's like bobs around like a fucking bobblehead. Or it's like an aqua that always needs to be the center of the show. So I don't really know what to say because this person doesn't. They base their feelings based on dramatic drama. Which I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me. All I'm saying is they're realizing that whatever path they were on was not right. But what I'm saying is, okay, that's good that they realize that. They can be on this journey moving on. Why do they have to come back to you to mess up your journey? Because if they're coming with this much baggage and you're in this state, then why do they care? It's, again, like I always say, why are you so obsessed with me? Or they're territorial. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, they see how happy you are. Awesome. Yes, you are their son. You are their 10 of cups. They apparently have the strength now to lead the devil in the past. You know what though? It's so fucking easy to run that shit out of your mouth. That's probably how you ended up with them in the beginning, right? Friends, family, relationships, indifferences, whatever. Huh. Yeah, it looks like they had an Aquarius. I don't know. Some of you have an Aquarius. I don't know. At least in the cards, it's an Aquarius. They will never tell you the truth till the day they die. You can read it through their eyes. You can actually not even read anything. Aquariuses say everything right on their face. It's just whether or not you catch it or not. Someone's mentally conflicted. So I don't know if this is Aquarius that's mentally conflicted. Just because, I will say one thing about Aquarius is they do tend to make decisions and then later think about it, which I guess is great. The only thing is they will completely cut off and then think about it. So that sucks because not everyone wants to play your game of you having a power play of control. Because that's really what it is. You want to be able to control the situation. Whether it's a subconscious way of controlling or whether it's a conscious way of controlling, can be obviously switch a lot of things up. What I will see right now is we do have someone that ghosted someone because potentially someone was mentally conflicted regarding a situation, which had to do with some sort of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I'm getting kind of like a couple different stories. So I'm getting one story basically where someone potentially was with someone. Maybe it was with just work or something. Maybe it was relationships. I don't know. And they felt very self-conflicted. It just didn't work out. Work did not work out. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Maybe you worked with them and were in a relationship. Maybe you weren't. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really fucking matter. But someone basically couldn't carry on that relationship because they were mentally tortured by something else. Whether it was guilt or not, I don't know. The other situation we have on our hands basically is someone that was mentally tortured because of what they did to someone else, and they are leaving someone that they are married to. And or staying for some. Some are staying because they like being able to be with multiple people. Okay, so we do have no matter what, the truth's going to be coming out on a situation and or there's going to be a new start to a new foundation. It does look like judgment's being called. Whoever was holding back is no longer going to be holding back. So what that means is they're either already walked away, you've already walked away, and you're not holding back because you've already walked away and it's done, it's over, and it's what it is what it is. And that's your judgment. That's the truth. You have nothing else to say, nor do you need to hear anything else. Interesting. Someone could be having an Aquarius coming into them. Well, if they were coming into them, it must be a masculine. You guys know how I am. You know how I am. I am a dirty bird when it comes to my brain. Cynical, dirty, raw, and I suppose that's what a shadow is. Ooh. Someone might have got cheated on. Aquarius might have cheated on someone, and that's why they're running back to you. They put him in a spider web of lies. What? What's going on here? Oh, I'm gonna read you guys this. Okay. I don't want to read that way today. Someone's reminiscing on the past. They're reflecting on their actions. They're realizing that they were playing in with dark and light. They're realizing that at the end of the day, they're not holding anyone's soul. Their soul is with someone else. That's the person that brings them happiness. That's the person that brings them happiness. This person could be in a relationship with an Aquarius, or this could be their wish. You could be their wish, or this could be someone else's wish. The only thing is the wish is tied around lies. This person would say that you had a spiritual connection. It's that Fool reverse, though, and that's a very foolish person. You also have the Eight of Pentacles, which is someone that stirs up a lot of lies. Now, what I will also say is when we do get spiders are all about divine feminine. So this could be a divine, since it's reversed, that means the multitude of personalities could be portrayed as a little bit different to each individual. So I'm feeling like someone's basically too masculine, period. And they're not realizing that they're not being feminine in any way. Whether this is to protect themselves and or indifferent. Oh, I just visualized a totally different card, so I wonder if that card's going to come out right now. Yeah, someone could be walking away from a situation because they realize they want a new start and they're not getting finances. Oh, someone's stirring up lies regarding finances. Oh my gosh, that's bullshit. If someone's like, I finally trust you, it's like, fuck you. Good. Good. I'm glad you were able to leave and find. This is what you need to say, Scorps, if you feel like getting advice. I'm glad you need to do your thing. You find your spiritual path, and then once you're good, maybe we'll talk. Do not feel like you need to tell anyone anything. Period. Let other people tell you the truth for once. And if someone comes and you know the truth, even if you don't know, you know, you're a fucking Scorpio, you know. You know. I don't need to hold your hand and tell you that. If they come back and try to be with you and then they're trying to be like, say all this shit pulling on their ass and you bring it up and they react, they're guilty. You don't need those narcissistical, nasty, smelly pricks around you anyways. If someone's an asshole to me, I will literally straight up look at them and be like, why the fuck are you here? Like, bye. Bye. You're the one that's still obsessed with me. Bye. Like, move on, Felicia's. If you can't talk to me like an adult, why the fuck are we here? Obviously, you're guiltier than fuck. You can't even sit and talk like an adult without getting irrational or belligerent. And you just got done with the toxic mess. So, and you're going to tell me I'm toxic? Scorpio, start owning your own dominance. Stop letting people withhold the truth regarding finances that you already know about. Someone could be coming forward not realizing how intelligent one is. Like my past employer is, I already know all the shit she's still doing right now to this day. Do I tell people? No. Why does it matter? So if people come and tell me shit, it's hilarious to me because they think they're enlightening me. I already know. But Scorpio, let people speak. If you respond and they're aggressive and or they love cutting you off, then they love to hear themselves. So they don't want advice from anyone other than themselves. And hopefully they live a perfect life. Otherwise, they'll continue to go in circles. It's not your job to create justice for someone else. And it's not your job to deal with people that ghost you in the past that are immature people. If someone shows you how immature they are and you try communicating like a normal human to understand and they're too unirrational to be able to communicate with you, that is their problem, not yours. Period. They can read whatever shit they want from their mouth on how crazy you are, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that are still stuck and you are the one that's moving and successful. So at the end of the day, if you break up in a relationship, and you, in friendship, relationship, familyship, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you break up with that person and your life gets better and their life gets worse, they are the toxic person. It doesn't take a fucking brain surgeon to figure that shit out. So when they come back and it creates chaos, because when you try talking, they immediately create confrontation. That is the confrontation of which who they are and the baggage that they bring. It is really that easy to tell from people. It's whether or not we're going to trust ourselves. Whether or not we're going to allow ourselves to love ourselves irregardless. And one of the biggest things that I need people to realize, especially Scorpionics, when we are emotionally molding and transforming, okay, Divine's like transitioning, not transforming. Transitioning, meaning this is channeling, by the way. We are growing within the we are shedding our skin. We are shedding the old and the dead from us. We are learning from what we know. And we need to remind ourselves when we hear of things that trigger us, because they bring us maybe to a place, maybe we hear a story about someone, and it brings us to a place where we're like, oh, I remember I needed to work on that. It is very easy when we're being triggered for us to immediately assume and or bring ourselves back to that emotional state that we're still going through that. No, my love, you're not. Stop being so hard on yourself and thinking that some of your closest, bodies, soul sisters, soul brothers, as I say, soul unicorns, our tribe, our unicorn tribe. We're not a crow tribe, we're a unicorn tribe, because here I am a hawk and technically I love crows too, and we are not judging here. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just totally heard my dad or my dad might have because I heard he go, we like ravens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Dad. It's the same thing. Oh my gosh, he'd probably be like, no. That'd be like, but I get it, because that'd be like someone trying to say like a brown hawk is like a bald eagle, or like a bald eagle is like a gold eagle. It's like, there's no. So I get it. But I'm saying, technically, it's as different as we are people. Ooh. So we're all dead matter, right? And you hear me always be like, at the end of the day, don't take it so serious. Don't take yourself so serious. Be gentle on yourself, Scorpio. Because at the end of the day, you're already going to be hard on yourself because you psychoanalyze everything. And everyone. When someone shows you disrespect, and then you try talking about it, you actually give them the respect of even talking with them again. And then they immediately shut you down or yell at you or say, oh, here you go, doing the same shit. Yet they take no recognition of any of the shit that they do. If you go back to that person, you are asking to go back to old karma traits that you chose to overcome. That's on you. So you're not, inevitably, you're choosing to not recognize the fact that you've shed your catalyst, your skin, and you've gone through that transformation. And instead of just forgiving and moving forward, gosh, my hair is so soft. I just want to like, instead of transitioning, hearing a story and being like, it's triggering, being like, I remember why that's triggering, because I'm still grieving, yet transforming over the process, shedding my skin and losing all that I know to grow. That is why I'm holding on to it. Not because that is still who I am. If you go back to, you go back to a situation and then someone shuts you down again, right? Because they don't want to deal with you, and that's what they've done in their old toxic patterns, or they're just belligerent and or dramatic, and that's just who they are. But they can't handle anyone else being anything like them. Run the fuck away. If they need to hear, I forgive you, then, I mean, personally, I would look at them and just be like, why the fuck are you even here? Because I'm just at a point where it's like, fuck you. What do I owe you? I gave you something by not creating chaos as we entered and or left a situationship. I'm not asking any from you. I'm not asking, you shouldn't ask any from me. Send good vibes. Do what you need to do. Life evolves. Pray the person the best, right? Vibe the person the best. Whatever the fuck you want to do for your vibe. But at the end of the day, you can't fix someone who's still broken. And unfortunately, Scorpio is one of our biggest downfalls. And I say I, because I'm a Scorpio moon, we know, is when we choose to have these people come back to us, because of the fact that we have a gift of being able to see and be like, oh, that's your soul? Okay, I can outsmart that. You know what I mean? And we get with it. Because it's like, if I really wanted to. I know Scorpios. I know if I really wanted to, I could own this situation. But Scorpios, there comes a time in our life, through the lessons that we've learned, that there are certain connections, we call it love, where we can kind of be like this. I know I could really hurt you, but then at the end of the day, that's going to hurt me. So should I go back knowing that I could seek, assist, and destroy? Or should I just learn that I've learned what I've learned? I'm going to continue to separate. If they want to grow, they can grow, and then maybe we can come back. I will give you serious money. 10 times out of 10. Not even 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. If you do it that way, that person ends up turning around, going back to the same hoochie mama, if not someone else. And they show you that they are the same person. Therefore, you weren't crazy the whole time. But they loved calling you crazy. That's when they're like, you're fucking... This is what you do, you're obsessive. And it's like, really? You're the one... Yeah, I'm so obsessed with you. So, what the fuck is there to be obsessed over? You got a hot mess for a life. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no endurance. You ain't got no self-discipline. You ain't got... I mean, the list could fucking go on. Yet these people love talking out of their mouth. Love putting you in your place. You don't need them. And you know that. Look at you. Look at them. You're not going back. You don't need anything. You create what you need. You don't need to suck it from anyone. Like a little incubus. Now some of us are... Anyways, moving on. So, we're going to talk right now real quick about stones, scorpions, or scorpionics. This, I don't know, Scorpio suns, I don't know, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I do believe that there is such a thing, obviously, as sun signs and similarities, but I don't know. I think it's more how these 3D fritters that we call people see us, because it's such a superficial, artificial, multi-faceted About multi-fascinating way of looking at shit. It's not fascinating at all, actually. It's very dull and very insightful. But everyone's dull and insightful. I'm the deepest person I've ever met in my life. I would love to meet someone fucking as deep as me. Fuck, please. Maybe my biggest dream in life, and I still wait to seek this dream. Sorry guys, I don't know what just happened here. I do think we might have a little, I don't know, our cats are noticing things in the house, and quite frankly, I don't know, I usually pick up a vibe, so I'm like, I'm not gonna walk around the whole fucking house. Oh, this is the area that it was in. I totally think it was that. Anyways, moving on. I totally forgot what I was saying, so we're just gonna clear that energy. Something about tribal. Ceremonies. So Scorpios, just do your thing. Babes, do your thing. Queens, do your thing. Yeah, Divine wants you to be passionate and joyful. That's what you do. This is what Divine wants of you. Red, rubies, blue. Okay? That's all you're being asked. Focus on these things and do you, boo. Okay? Wait, where did that other one go? This person is having a problem transformation. Yeah, reverse. This person is having, growing together, reverse. This person has a problem with transformation. They can't transform because their idea of transforming is moving from person to person to person. Why? Because they have no self-direction. Why is it your job to... Do you not think that'd be exhausting, trying to encourage someone? You have your whole life to encourage. Why the fuck would you encourage someone else? Emotional purity is what you have. Other people will drain it until the day you die. It is what it is. And then one more. Like my dad always told me, Taryn, never stop showing your light. It's all you need to do. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Insight. Sapphire. We know that this is my vibe. I got my sapphire blue cape that I never use because I think it was given to someone else before it was given to me. So now I just only will ever use it for work. But anyways, generosity is something that people will continue to take from you. Nurture. Sorry guys, I have bad R problems. Nurture is basically, like, I can't say Al Gore. But anyways, being able to nurture yourself, people are going to be taking from you because they cannot nurture themselves. Or they thought that they knew everything and they were wrong. Guess what? That's not your problem. You need to protect yourself. It's not your problem. Okay? Okay, cool. So we'll do one more for my unicorn friends. For my unicorn tribe. I mean, from our unicorn friends. And then we're going to be done. Thank you for coming to me with centered energy, my Scorpionics. I love it. Scorpio risings. This is for moon and risings, but it's for risings. Because I know you guys like it extremely particular, even though a Scorpio moon's going to... Actually, Scorpio moon would be an amazing mentor for Scorpio risings because of the fact that you guys are going to have a very strong way of looking at things that are going to be very equal. But remember, there will be differences. So, like, I'm a gem. So, I'm going to look at things in the most intelligent way. Why? Because I'm the most intelligent sign. Just kidding. I totally get it. Does that just make you so mad? I know. I had to say it. I had to say it, you little weirdos. How is that the case that I'm always preaching to my queen Scorpios? How amazing Scorpios are. But you know I had to freaking do it. I'm like dying laughing right now. I literally started tearing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, seriously. Stop crying. Okay. My eyes are still... If you see water coming down, it is what it is. If I keep rubbing my face, you guys know how... I'm like a dainty fucking butterfly. Got all these, like... So the other day, I was totally took a bath. Thank God. We were gonna say something, right? And I put these herbs in my bathtub, so I was dying laughing because I'm walking, and as soon as I'm done taking the bath, I get out, right? I was just gonna live in the bathtub. I was like, maybe you could just be a mermaid. No, I'm just totally kidding. But I get out and I'm like, okay, well, apparently we have all these herbs in our hair. I ate chunks of these adorable herbs and I absolutely loved it. Then I went downstairs and found out I was around a couple witches, witches sway. They sway me because I'm like, well, what kind of witch are you? You know what I mean? Like, what's your vibe? Like, are we doing any ill intent? But anyways, I felt like very protected. I'm like, I got herbs in my hair. I did my bath bomb. I did my magnesium, etc. By the way, I hope everyone does realize also that Himalayan is the Himalayan sea, which in India they do actually put the bodies in that water. So if you are eating that salt, just be conscious. Oh my gosh! That is the cutest thing in the world! Okay, wait, 1 second. Oh. Hi, little buddy. Where'd you go? Oh. So I'm sitting right here and usually... Ooh, that's a lot of energy. Oh, that never works because it's in my head. Why do I always do that? I always do this and it's like, Taryn, it's in your head. That doesn't help. Sometimes it does. It's weird, but sometimes it doesn't. So what I was saying basically is I was just sitting here and I could see basically outside because of a window. And we have a chair on the porch. And usually our family cat Cosmo, the black one, I know you've seen, sits there when I'm reading, and I can see him when I'm reading. I think he just likes to be able to see inside. Who knows? Maybe he likes to see me. It's always in the morning. And regardless, there was a cute little squirrel. He jumped up there, and he was just sitting there, and he was like, and you could tell the chair was kind of like a little bit. And he just sits there, and he does this little weird thing and looks at me. I have this weird thing. I am like Snow White. Animals love coming up to me. When I was at the salon, I opened the door. I was kind of like, what if he comes in? That would be so cute. I don't know if it would be so cute, but I'm that person that's going to see what happens. When I was at work it was a long time ago actually. It was probably like a year ago. I had some holly. And there was a squirrel. And we were doing a client. I was doing a client basically. And he was on the holly, and then you see him kind of like turning around on the holly, and the holly bush is like swaying because it's winter. And he turns and he looks in the window at the salon, and he's just looking at me and my client, and he's swaying. I love squirrels. They remind us to be childlike, so if you're taking things too seriously, they could be reminding you. But I always say children don't like being around grumpy people. So it also could be that they're trying to A, make you laugh, or B, remind you to calm the fuck down, and to remember how strong you are, and to remember that no matter what, you do show leadership, and at the end of the day, balance is what is going to allow you to survive through anything that you feel like you can't survive through, because when you're balanced, you're able to speak with your divine. right? And you're able to hear what I have to say and not be triggered by me talking about your shadow because you like to pretend you're perfect, right? Or we like to pretend we're perfect. Because we are 3D fritters. So we have those egos and those fears and those... She's judging. How the fuck could I judge you? If I could see your worst soul, I could see my worst soul. And quite frankly, I haven't seen a lot meaner. If I really ever wanted to be. Which, thank gosh, it's not in me this lifetime. Possibilities. Raise your standards. Evaluate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. That was reversed. So some of us are just literally struggling on realizing that at the end of the day we have potential. We need to push ourselves. Literally push ourselves. Do not allow other people. Other people they're quite frankly, they're stupid. And the way that they say things. It's outstanding to me how people... It's amazing how people, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Spirit is basically trying to remind you, it doesn't matter at the end of the day what you tell people. People will not listen. People are selfish. Some people will. It is very hard at times. At the end of the day, you know. If we do something bad, let's just say we stole a cookie, you know. Even when you were little, when you stole a cookie, you would still feel bad that you stole that cookie. You would feel guilty. It is what it is. If you feel uncomfortable enough about something and it keeps coming up back and forth, that is kind of like you could say, well, I don't know because I'm not in your head, so I can't really tell what's going on, but B, it's kind of like you're going to know that within yourself, and it's going to make you feel bad. If you don't do anything about it, what happens is that, guiltiness starts manifesting, and it starts, kind of taking over, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When we don't feel guilty, maybe we just need to apologize. Maybe we need to start holding each other accountable. Maybe I need to start holding myself accountable. Maybe whatever it is that you need to do, you need to find a way to kind of fix the solution. Because if you keep ignoring the guilt is going to manifest into, well, quite frankly, it can actually manifest into negative energy. And then the negative energy can start manifesting within houses and or properties and or... But that has to do with a lot of other things. You have to be manifesting that much negative energy, and then you're not cleaning your space, and then you're having people in and out of the space, and then the space has been old, and then that is how properties become evil manifestation, basically. But anyways, enough about that. I don't even want to talk about that, because again, if we don't put it out there, we don't even know about it, therefore we don't have to watch out for it. Right? Right? That is the way that it works. Just like if I said, go tell me. If I said right now, watch this. So did you know that every single person drives a white car or a black car? Every person drives. I will say, you will see every car being those colors except for every now and then, right? If there were 10 cars, there would maybe be only 2 other colors and all the rest are that color. Or if there were 10, there would be 3 other colors, and all the rest would be that. Blue, black, and white. Maybe 1 or 2 other colors. Now watch, when you guys go roam upon your earth on our 3D-ness little fritters that we are, and you're cruising for a bruising, you're going to totally be like, oh my gosh! There is a black car, there is a black car, there is a white. Why? Because I talked about it. Therefore, you're going to start seeing it because it's in your subconscious. Therefore, our subconscious pushes to our reality and helps us grow. How do we grow if we don't observe? This is how the cycle starts. So ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself. Remember, all of that is balance. All of it. You cannot support yourself or anyone around you if you're not balanced, because all of this is equivalent to balance. And once we are balanced, we are able to hear as well as be able to control our ego and fear, so we don't have to worry about pride affecting our life as much as we're allowing it affect our life today. Thanks for being here, Scorpionics. I love you so much. Bye.